Alright, Dead Rising 3. He wasn't so much in, but since I'm more of a Dead Rising fan, I'll take over for this part. A lot of people are afraid of the gritty feeling and kind of the serious. It was trying to move more to a seriousness of a game. But trust me, the funny part of Dead Rising is still there. I had a lot of laughs. Creating things on the move was a lot of fun. I created a napalm, a canister that I just threw at zombies and just lit everything on fire. I threw the what's it called? The hammer. Oh god, I can't even think. The hammer saw. I forgot what it's called. I threw it at one zombie. It went through 3 more and then hit a gas tank and blew up the gas tank and killed tons of zombies. I've seen. I didn't find the Lamborghini, but I saw someone find the Lamborghini Gallardo and drive it around and hit zombies. It's still got that silly, goofy funness of the game. It's kind of looking like it's a more serious zombie game. But trust me, if you like Dead Rising, you're gonna still like this. I'm excited, and trust me, when you saw all those zombies, they're not kidding you. There are more zombies than there ever have been in a Dead Rising game.
Thousands of
oh my freaking god! And if you look, the point of Dead Rising was kill zombies, tons and tons of zombies, as much as you wanted to. And trust me,
when we were there was a Dead Rising tournament, and the top score was 1,458, I think, zombies.
You kicked my ass, okay.
Yeah, but I managed to get to around 500 before I
got around 750. There's one of the guns that we saw was like a shotgun kind of claw thing, and I was just running around shooting hundreds and hundreds of zombies, just plowing my way through. It was a lot of fun. They didn't really show too much. They kind of had a closed area.
Speaking of weapons, I'm going to interrupt you here real quick. They had, I don't know how you make it, it's like a sledgehammer and a microwave maybe, but they had an actual thunder hammer. When you hit zombies with it, they exploded in lightning. Are you listening, 343?
Oh, yeah, they should explode. That's a good idea. Didn't think about that, but did you try the execution move with that thing?
Was when you down and there's a huge lightning sort of...
Oh, no. There's another one where you go to one zombie and you just take the hammer, hit them in the head, smush them in half, and then you pull off their body and you see the spine and the rest of the body just flies right off.
Ooh. No, I didn't try that one. I did try one cool. with, I think it was like a sledgehammer and a hedge trimmer or something. Mm-hmm. I just threw the damn thing and it killed like 30 zombies.
So if you like killing a ton of zombies, it's a buy. It would be fun. If you're not really a zombie person, or
if you're looking for more of a story-based kind of...
Well, they do have a story. That wasn't a story. They didn't show the story off yet.
It did feel like a very much like a horde mode. The basic zombies very, very easy to kill.
Mm-hmm. I did find one of the police officer zombies, and he was shooting at me. That was a little difficult. Anyways, I want to move over to the next one. Actually, I'm going to skip this one for the last one. We'll go to Rise first because we can talk about that quickly. I came in thinking, I don't know, like it looks pretty and everything, but the gameplay kind of looks boring. I came out thinking it's a little bit better than I expected. I might pick it up eventually, but not right away. You were more of the disappointed.
I am a little bit disappointed. I was expecting more from it. I thought this kind of combat could be good, could be interesting. I'm really hoping that the story mode really picks up where the multiplayer mode left off. Mm-hmm. If you want to know what it's like to play Rise, go to your local GameStop or wherever it is you crazy kids rent video games from nowadays, and pick up THQ's Space Marine. It's very much the same style of combat.
I don't think
whack, execute, and then move on.
I don't think it's exactly like that, but I see your point. It's sort of like that. It's just a button masher. You press X, Y to hit, you press A to block and then counter, and then you press B to roll. It's not really that thought off. The executions are improved. It's not... They have blue, yellow, green, and red highlights over the person so you know which button to press. It's not have the X over the head like they used to in the demo they showed before. It's just like a kind of a...
It's sort of like a red or a yellow highlight around the person. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a glowy thing.
So it's better, but... Honestly, for me, it raised my hopes for the game. For him, it
kind of brought it down. I was hoping for more than this sort of execution style of combat. I was hoping for something a little more skillful.
So I guess we'll say so because I was a little bit better off. He was negative. So
I'm looking forward to the story because it's cool and pretty close to historically accurate. I'd still say buy it.
Okay. Let's go on to the surprise for me. I didn't expect this to be there. Battlefield 4, and before we talk about this, they showed us a new map that hasn't been shown off at all. They kind of showed the condensed version, I think, because it was very small. It's not a Battlefield. It was more of a Call of Duty map. There was really no destructions in the map, so I'm hoping it's
I'm
better.
gonna name it Tank Field or Tank Factory. Sorry.
It's like a factory kind of place. It looked like
It's an abandoned tank factory.
It looks like hell went just struck and it's destroyed. It looks like grass is growing through it. It looks like it's been destroyed for a long time. But before we go into the conversation, I do want to say I played the Xbox 360 beta. And I've now played the Xbox One version. I saw the PC version as well. So let me give you okay. So here's the Xbox 360 graphical side. Here's the PC version. We know the graphics are not as good in the Xbox One, so it's more like here. But let me tell you, it's so much better than the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 beta was utter garbage with the graphics wise. The Xbox One, I have to say, it looked really good graphic wise.
It did. It looked beautiful. Before I do talk about Battlefield at all, I will say I have never played Battlefield before this. I know, big shock. And my performance during the beta definitely proved that I had never played Battlefield.
It wasn't
before.
good, but I did fine. I was second place on my team. He got.
I was last. I was horrible.
I think you got 1 or 2 kills.
I think I got 4. Come on, give me.
I think you
some
got an
credit
assist because
here.
I think it said 2 out of 9.
Shut up. But it did definitely convince me that I want to try out Battlefield. On the other hand, it also convinced me that I'll probably buy it for the computer instead of the Xbox.
PC is the way to go. If you have a gaming PC, my computer can no longer play Battlefield games because Battlefield 3 was the limit. You, on the other hand, you'll be fine.
I have 2 Alien ones, so I'm going to be able to...
PC is the way to go. If you can get PC version, PC is always better, but Xbox One is not a bad substitute. It looked really good.
It looked great. It felt good. The controls were laid out very well. I felt like they made a lot of sense.
I felt a little heavier than I did from playing the Xbox 360 to Xbox One. I felt a little more heavier, but it might have been just because my sensitivity was a little low. I could probably change it, but I didn't.
You didn't really have time to change it.
No.
It was very... All of the demos at the Xbox Tour were very quick.
You wanted to play before they said get off and get back in line. You wanted to get your game going. So, but the PC, I know it's going to be a little more... You're going to feel... I know what it kind of reminds me of? I think it was Battlefield 3 or Bad Company where you feel a little heavier. It seems like they even made you feel heavier before. But I can't really say because I never played the Xbox One version before, so I guess it's my first time. Let me tell you, the Xbox 360 demo compared to the Xbox One, the sound quality was way improved. I mean, also we had really good headphones, maybe a little too loud.
It was. I really liked the way the sound worked in the game. You could hear someone sneaking up on you, which was. I mean,
gun sounds.
It's a little thing.
Fantastic.
And there's also the directionality of the gun sounds. You could hear where someone was
They
based
were
on where the
beautiful.
shots were coming
Even your
from.
shots were great quality sounds.
And you could tell the difference between the sound signatures of one type of gun from another. You know, they got like 8 different assault rifles in this.
They're probably gonna have more too out of the
between...
demo as well. They're probably gonna have more. We didn't sadly get to play the 64 players, so don't ask us. We didn't get. They only had, what would we say, 16 people maybe.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah, so it was probably 8 on 8. They didn't. I wanted to see 64.
I was 8th, so I think it was probably 8 on 8.
I wanted to see 64 players, but oh well, I guess not. Yeah, I picked up an AA-12. The sound on that was massive. It sounded like I was shooting a massive shotgun. I wish you picked it up because it was really loud, really incredible sound quality. The gameplay felt good, especially it wasn't as much as Forza, but the impulse triggers, you actually felt the kick on the gun.
Yeah, you got the kick from the gun. I want to talk about real quick the defibrillators. Cool thing in the game. I think I've seen some videos on the internet where you can kill people with them.
Yeah, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 2, you've been able to do that.
But I did try and revive a guy a couple of times, and it worked. That was cool. But just the action of reviving someone, you know, you collect the defibrillators together, go like that, and then you whack him. And when you whack the guy who's on the ground, the impulse triggers do a quick flash into your fingers.
Oh, that I did not know that. I didn't do that. So I guess impulse triggers with The defibs actually are confirmed. So you heard it hit from him.
Hello.
I don't know if anyone else said that, but that's incredible. I did not. I wonder what else they implemented in that game. The impulse triggers are probably going to change the gameplay. It's really going.
I'm looking forward to see where they go with the impulse.
I could figure like heart rate on a horror game, or you feel the heart like bump 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 bump. Oh god, that would be so good.
Definitely makes me look forward to horror games on the Xbox One.
I don't. With going back to the Kinect, I know a lot of people are negative about it, and I'm kind of iffy on it too. But what it can tell your face, like it can look at your face and say you're scared or happy, whatever, and it can actually tell if your heart rate's racing. Just imagine that in a horror game where they do the impulse triggers, your heart rate and face. They find the perfect time to scare you. Oh, yeah. That would be fantastic.
Speaking of scares, I want to mention one more thing about Battlefield. We were standing up when we played our demo. We didn't get to the chairs quickly enough, unfortunately. But when I was rounding a corner, there were like 3 dudes standing there, all with their guns aimed at me. And I found myself actually physically taking a step back away from the monitor. And I think that's just a really cool... a vote in the confidence for the game, because if it is realistic enough for me to see 3 dudes with guns pointed at me and want to take a step back, then, I think they're definitely moving in the right direction.
I gotta end this video because we're getting way too long. This is probably gonna have to be 2 or 3 parts. But final thoughts on the Xbox One tour. I enjoyed it. Some things were disappointing. Some things were better than I even expected. Battlefield 4, Dead Rising 3, and Forza and the impulse triggers were my favorite things I saw there. My most disappointing thing there, I guess, I don't know, I guess I would have to say I'd say 2 things. How hard it was to find the location, and Crimson Dragon.
Yeah, I would definitely agree on the 2 biggest downsides. I think the best thing that came out of the Xbox One tour was you get to play a brand new console for absolutely free. And they had enough there so everybody had a chance. There wasn't a lot of waiting in line. They implemented this really well, except for that trying to find it. That was the bad. Xbox One scavenger hunt.
Yeah. All right. Guys, it's Momo and Scorpion. He's gonna start working on YouTube channel eventually, so I'll link his channel in there. He has no video game videos yet. He will eventually.
Hey guys, sorry to cut that off because this video was actually supposed to go up last week and I couldn't get to it, so you're gonna have to stick with this. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions about the Xbox One, just go right ahead and ask me. I will give you any details I can. Like I said, if you know me in real life, you can actually see these pictures and videos that I have on my cell phone. But if not, sorry guys, can't really do anything about it. But anyways, guys, I will announce this later. I have to say, though, thank you for 1,000 subs. I will get into that later. I'll explain what I have in store for you guys to say thank you. I have a little surprise for you guys, a few surprises, actually. And if you guys, I will get into this also. But if you guys subscribe to me because of TTT or Prop Hunt, this week you're going to get TTT and Prop Hunt. And by the way, probably my best prop hunt video ever, so I hope you guys will enjoy this video that is going to come. I'm very excited. I couldn't upload this video because I was recording, getting some of the greatest gameplay I've ever recorded, and it's going to be so fantastic, guys. You're going to love it. And also, I have to say, I got to say thank you again for 1,000 subs. You got to my goal of 2013, as I am Momo Gaming, and get ready to see the best prop hunt video of all time. It's going to be great. See you guys later.